Now the topic is kinetic energy of rotation or kinetic energy in rotation. Let this rigid body which is fixed at a point P, and this rigid body is rotating around the point P. So P is a fixed point and the body is rotating through this P point, and let's the angular velocity of the rigid body is omega. So by fixing P point, the object or rigid body is rotating. As the rigid body is a summation of all small individual particles, let consider few particles from the rigid body. There are particles of mass m1 which is at a distance r1 from point P. There is a particle of mass m2 which is a distance of r2 from point P, and there is a particle of m3 which is at a distance r3 from the fixed point P, and again there is a particle of mass mn at a distance rn from the point P. So it's corresponding as the rigid body is rotating with a fixed angular velocity omega. So the linear velocity of the particle of mass m1 will be v1 equal to r1 omega. Similarly, the velocity of the particle of mass m2 will be v2 equal to r2 omega. Similarly, linear velocity of particle of mass m3 will be v3 equal to r3 omega, and likewise the velocity of particle of mass mn will be vn equal to rn omega. Now kinetic energy of particle of mass m1 can be written as k1 equal to kinetic energy of particle 1 k1 equal to half m1 v1 square, which is again equal to half m1, and as we know, the velocity of v1 is equal to r1 omega. So this terms becomes r1 omega whole square, which will be again equal to half m1 r1 square omega square. Similarly, the velocity of particle of mass m2, not velocity, that will be kinetic energy, k2 will be half m2 v2 square, which is again equal to half m2 r2 omega whole square. That will be again equal to half m2 r2 square omega square. Similarly, the kinetic energy of particle of mass m3 will be k3 equal to half m3 v3 square. That will be equal to half m3 r3 omega whole square. That will be equal to half m2 r m3 r3 square omega square. If we proceed in the similar fashion, the kinetic energy of nth particle kn will be equal to half mn bn square. That will be equal to half mn rn omega whole square, which is equal to half mn rn square omega square. So if you sum up all the kinetic energies of individual small particles or infinitesimal particles, then our summation of ki ranges from I equal to 1 to n will be equal to summation of half mn r mi ri square omega square. So this again can be written as equal to half summation of m I r I square into omega square, and here I ranges from 1 to n. Here is also I ranges from I equal to 1 to n. So for the system of particles, system of particles moment of inertia can be written as I equal to summation of mi ri square. I ranges from I equal to 1 to n. So this is our equation number 1, and we'll substitute the value of I, and this is our equation number 2. We'll substitute the value of I from equation number 2 to equation number 1. Then our equation number 1 will becomes, from equation number 1 we will get total kinetic energy K equal to half summation of m I r I square into omega square. Now if you substitute the value of I from equation number 2, then we'll get K, or total kinetic energy, will be equal to half I omega square. So this is the expression for finding the kinetic energy in rotation. So this is the rotational kinetic energy, equation for rotational kinetic energy.